Hello everybody and welcome to episode 3 of NXT in our WWE 2K25 Universe mode. And we are kicking things off as always with the 24/7 Championship on the line. Oh, well this is interesting. Austin Theory is gonna challenge for the 24/7 championship. Obviously, if you look back at our Universe Mode's history, Austin Theory was actually the first ever. Austin Theory was actually the first ever 24/7 champion in our Universe Mode's history. And Austin Theory tonight, he's looking to become a 3-time 24/7 champion in our Universe Mode's history. But of course, we know the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, has been dominating things over the last few weeks. Can Austin Theory be the one to dethrone Mark Henry and walk out 24/7 champion here on NXT? Oh, wait a minute. What the hell's Grayson Waller doing here? The former Intercontinental Champion. Waller's here.
And introducing the challenger, representing a town down under from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 206 pounds, Grayson Waller.
Well, Grayson Waller, the tag team partner of Austin Theory, but I guess this is a triple threat match here tonight on NXT. I mean, Mark Henry did say he wants better competition, but what about a triple threat match here on NXT for the 24/7 championship? Mark Henry, in this type of environment, does not have to be pinned or submitted to lose the championship, but you got to think, for A-Town Down Under, they could potentially double team on the champion, as here comes the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. And this is about to be interesting.
The champion from Silsbee, Texas, weighing in at 362 pounds, the 24/7 champion, the world's strongest man,
Mark
Mark Henry.
Henry has been dominating as the 24/7 champion here on Universe Mode. And Mark Henry, this could be his toughest challenge yet, because Theory could pin Waller, or Waller could pin Theory, and we could have a new 24/7 champion. Mark Henry, for the past month or so, I want to say, has been super dominant here on Universe Mode, beating anybody in his path. Now, it's time to see if he can handle 2 opponents at once. And of course, it's going to be very interesting with the Waller and Theory's relationship, how they're going to fare in this contest. You hear the NXT chants. This is our opening contest, the first NXT since Great American Bash. So many amazing moments. Who's going to walk out with that championship? Will it be Austin Theory, Grayson Waller, or Mark Henry? We are about to find out. Our opening contest starts right now. And Theory will try to go after Mark Henry immediately. And now here's Waller. Uh-oh. And this is the thing that Theory and Waller need to do. They need to... Oh, wait a minute. Grayson Waller will throw Theory in the corner. I don't know why he did that. I know this is every man for himself, 24/7 championship, but Grayson Waller, he's looking out for himself. And I don't know why. I mean, if I were Waller in theory, I'd actually double team on Mark Henry and then fight amongst yourself over who gets to walk out with that championship. A-Town Down Under could be down under here in this match. And Theory from behind with the kendo stick to both opponents. And Theory now realizes this is not going to be a handicap match. And now Henry breaking the kendo stick over the body of Austin Theory. Austin Theory, numerous times in his career, he's been referred to as the future of WWE. However, things have not really gone his way in recent years. Theory, first ever 24/7 champion. He's a two-time champion. Looking to win his third title reign tonight. Waller looking to become a two-time 24/7 champion here tonight. In Theory trying his best against Mark Henry. It doesn't seem to be working. Oh, taking Theory down. And I believe Waller, another kendo stick, breaking up the cover. No disqualifications, no countouts. And now Theory sending Waller into the corner. And now here comes Austin Theory trying to get some shots in. But Henry into the headbutt. This man, Mark Henry, is so dominant, throwing two grown men around like a rag doll. Grayson Waller, like we said, former Intercontinental Champion all the way back in Season 1 of Universe Mode. In Theory trying his best. Waller now from behind. Oh! Theory, big boot. Waller's busted open. And now Henry just going to toss Theory around. This is not going to be as easy as A-Town Down Under thought. Kendo stick shot. Now Henry into the cover. Looking to retain the championship. Kick out by Theory. Still a little bit early into this match. And throwing Waller around. Look at the blood on the face of Grayson Waller. And now Henry into the bear hug. The bear hug is in. And Theory breaking it up. But now Henry into the world's strongest slam to Austin Theory. This could be it to retain. Mark Henry is still the 24/7 champion. Triple threat, singles matches, it don't matter. Mark Henry is still that dominant SOB. And we could have very well witnessed the end of A-Town Down Under as a tag team as well. Theory with the trying to break up the bear hug, and then Henry immediately, like a shark smelling blood, with the world's strongest slam to Theory, and it was all over. Mark Henry, and still 24/7 champion. Who the hell is going to be able to stop the world's strongest man? It could very well be nobody. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Henry, a dominant performance, retaining the title against A-Town Down Under to kick off NXT. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here is our first ever NXT Cruiserweight Champion, Ricochet, who won the belt at Great American Bash. He is here, set to address his title reign to the WWE Universe. At Great American Bash, I won a ladder match to become the first ever NXT Cruiserweight Champion, and I am now the king of the Cruiserweights. And don't get me wrong, I'm going to take that title to new heights. I'm going to be the champion for a long time. And there is nobody... Oh, wait a minute. That's Pac of the Death Riders. Ricochet You do not get to call yourself the king of the cruiserweights when I took that title to new heights almost a damn decade ago. So I'm back to my roots in NXT, and how about I challenge you to the Cruiserweight Championship here tonight. How about a title eliminator? Right now, I want to fight, get a ref. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, what a development. Title eliminator here on NXT. Pac and Ricochet. We'll give him a fair shot. Oh, and Ricochet with the knee to start off this match. What a development, though. The NXT Cruiserweight Champion Ricochet going one-on-one against Pac in a non-title match. Obviously, this is a title eliminator, though, which means if Pac beats Ricochet here tonight, he will be next in line for the Cruiserweight Championship. And let's not forget, Pac is right. A decade ago, Pac ran 205 Live, took the WWE Cruiserweight Championship to new heights. It makes more sense for Pac to return to NXT and try to challenge for that championship. Obviously, we know the Death Riders have been running amok over on Monday Night Raw. Wheeler Yuta of the Death Riders actually failed. Oh my God, Ricochet into the neckbreaker. Wheeler Yuta of the Death Riders failed to become the Cruiserweight Champion, so maybe Pac looking to finish the job for him. Pac, former World Heavyweight Champion over on SmackDown as well. Oh, cheap shot by Ricochet, and now Pac trying to get back into this matchup. Pac also what a NXT standout very early on in his career. Look at this by Pac. And we knew that these two, if they were to ever lock horns, that they were going to tear the roof off the place. And that's exactly what we are seeing right now in this non-title match here on NXT. Now Pac on the apron, waiting for the champion to get back to his feet. Oh my God! Ricochet countered into a powerbomb into the cover. That was a very creative counter by the one and only. And Ricochet, it's his first sanctioned Universe Mode title. Look at Ricochet go. That's why he's the champion. Oh, uppercut as well. And I bet Pac didn't expect this much fight out of Ricochet. He should have brought the rest of his Death Rider stablemates. And now Ricochet into the cover, trying to get the victory early in a kick out by the Bastard. Obviously, we know Jon Moxley will take on Bryan Danielson at SummerSlam in a Texas death match. If Moxley wins, Danielson must retire. Ricochet went for the clothesline. Pac was way too far away. Now Pac crashed and burned nobody home. These two men throwing all caution to the wind. Ricochet into the suplex to Pac. What a match between these two amazing cruiserweights. And now Pac looking to slow the pace of this match down a little bit. Utilize some joint manipulation on Ricochet. Remember, title not on the line in this match. But if Pac wins, he gets an opportunity. Oh, wanted a crossbody, failed to connect. Few botches in this match. But now Ricochet, Irish whip. Oh, shot right to the leg now. Not enough to phase Pac. And now Pac with a barrage of strikes. And this is exactly in Pac's wheelhouse. Now on the top, the Black Arrow. Black Arrow connects. Is this enough to get a title match? Almost got it. Oh, but Pac isn't done. Are we going to see it? The rings of Saturn. The rings of Saturn are in on Ricochet. And Pac beats the NXT Cruiserweight Champion here tonight on NXT. Pac has secured himself an NXT Cruiserweight Championship opportunity. What a victory for Pac. Can Pac bring gold back home to the Death Riders? Who would have thought we would ever see Pac back in NXT? But Pac has just scored a huge win over the champion Ricochet. And we have got to wait and see when that Cruiserweight Championship match is going to take place. But what a victory for Pac here tonight on NXT. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we must move on to our second title match of the evening. It is a rematch for the NXT Women's North American Championship. But this time, it is a no-holds-barred match, which means we must have a winner. As here comes the woman who tried to become the North American champion at Great American Bash, who answered the open challenge against Cora Jade. Jacy Jayne is here, former member of Toxic Attraction. And Jacy Jayne actually came pretty close to beating Cora Jade before Cora Jade ended up taking a count-out win against Jacy Jayne. And of course, champion's advantage. Cora Jade retains the championship, though the NXT Commissioner Shawn Michaels made this match official in a no-holds-barred match, so Jacy Jayne gets a fair shot at becoming the Women's North American Champion. Can Jacy Jayne get the most of this opportunity and become our new North American Champion? As here comes the champion, Cora Jade, who must not be too happy that she has to defend that championship once again. Obviously, Cora Jade became the first North American champion all the way back at Heat Wave. And then, of course, that count-out title retention at Great American Bash. Now she has to defend it once again here tonight on NXT. You got to think Cora Jade must be a little bit frustrated that she has to put that title on the line once again. But Cora Jade calls this the generation of Jade. And if she wants it to continue, she needs to beat Jacy Jayne and prove that she is the better woman out of these two women. Because a lot of people, ever since Great American Bash, has called Cora Jade, say that Cora Jade is scared of Jacy Jayne. If I'm Cora Jade, I want to prove them wrong. So the North American Championship is on the line here tonight on NXT.
Introducing the challenger from Tampa, Florida, Jacy Jayne.
Jacy Jayne getting one more shot.
And her opponent from Chicago, Illinois, the NXT Women's North American Champion, Cora Jade.
Cora Jade with that title in her hands. Her first title reign in her Universe Mode career. However, can this be the last time we see Cora Jade with that North American Championship? Because Jacy Jayne is also chasing her first title reign in her Universe Mode career. Jacy Jayne the challenger, Cora Jade the champion. North American title on the line. Here we go. And oh! Both women try to go for vicious shots. You got to think both these ladies have waited days to get their hands on each other, especially Jacy Jayne. She was so close to winning that North American Championship at Great American Bash before Cora Jade took the coward's way out and got the count-out victory in order to keep her title. And Jacy Jayne wants to make Cora Jade pay. Oh! Drop kick right to the face. And Jacy Jayne, she's been vastly overlooked in her Universe Mode career. That is why NXT had to be created, to give underrated talents a program to compete for championships, to get shots on weekly television, and to do what they do best, which is wrestle. And look at Jacy Jayne into the neck breaker to Cora Jade. And Jacy Jayne is rolling in the early stages. We could very well be looking at our next North American champion. Drop kick now to Cora. Jacy Jayne now. Look at this. Oh! Elbow right to the back of the neck. Is this enough? Oh, Jacy wanted the early victory. Could you imagine if she would have gotten the victory that quickly? But now Cora Jade looking to get back into this matchup. Remember, no holds barred, no countouts, no disqualifications. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission inside the ring. So no champion's advantage for Cora Jade. That is why this match had to be created. Oh, one big boot there by Jacy Jayne. And now going to go for it again. Oh, Cora able to avoid it. Now the roll up. Can this be enough to retain? And oh, Jacy kicking out. Oh, shot right to the face. And now the Hurricane Rana. Cora Jade is rolling now, proving she is not afraid of Jacy Jayne. And now the splash by Cora. Is this enough to retain the title early? Oh, near fall from the splash. Cora Jade almost retained right there. And Cora going to try again, just for good measure, and a kick out. These two women hate each other. These two women want to get their hands on one another. And now Jacy Jayne, spine buster, stacks her up to win the championship. And oh, not a very convincing pin if you ask me. Oh, and now Jacy gonna go for the first weapon, the kendo stick. Ah, right to the face of Cora Jade. Taking advantage of the no disqualification spinning kick. The spinning kick by Jacy. This could be it. Oh, and the elbow. Cora Jade busted open. This could be her moment for the North American title. She got it. Jacy Jayne is the new NXT Women's North American Champion. What a victory for Jacy Jayne here tonight on NXT. Proving she is not just another body in the Universe Mode roster. She did amazing here. The kendo stick shots. And then bam, out of nowhere, the spinning kick. And then for good measure, bam. Lights out Cora Jade. And we have a new North American champion.
Here is your winner and the new NXT Women's North American Champion, Jacy Jayne.
Jacy Jayne finally wins gold in her Universe Mode career, the NXT Women's North American Championship. What a victory for Jacy Jayne here tonight on NXT. Well, we have a new Women's North American champion in JC Jane, but here comes the first ever NXT champion, Nick Nemeth.
Is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Hollywood, Florida, weighing in at 228 pounds, Nick Nemeth.
Of course, Nick Nemeth has been losing his mind since he lost the NXT Championship to AJ Styles a few weeks back. Even going so far as to attack William Regal in the parking lot. And obviously at Great American Bash, Nick Nemeth lost to Bryan Danielson in an ambulance match. And Nick Nemeth has been told that he has another match here tonight on NXT. Who is Nick Nemeth going to fight tonight? Seems like Nick has made a lot of enemies. Oh, well, it makes sense. Charlie Dempsey is here.
Blackpool, England, weighing in at 200 pounds,
Charlie Dempsey, the son of William Regal, is here for revenge. And of course, Charlie Dempsey, we've seen him a handful of times here on Universe Mode. He is no slouch in that ring. And if you're Charlie Dempsey, what has got to be on your mind? In my opinion, there's only one thing in mind. Get revenge for your father. We have been told William Regal is still in the hospital recovering from that parking lot attack by Nick Nemeth. The NXT chants piling up. Nick Nemeth, Charlie Dempsey here tonight on NXT. And now Charlie Dempsey looking to start off this match, get his hands on Nick Nemeth for what he did to his father. And Charlie Dempsey, an amazing competitor in his own right. Nick Nemeth, though, one of the most savvy veterans in WWE history. You got to think, for Charlie Dempsey, a victory here against Nick Nemeth can surely get Charlie Dempsey in possible title contention here on Universe Mode. And in my opinion, Charlie Dempsey could very well be a future NXT champion. And Charlie Dempsey trying to get control of Nick Nemeth early into the match, and now a takedown on the most wanted man. And Nick Nemeth really proved himself to be the most wanted man after what he did to the NXT general manager. Oh, cheap shot by Nemeth. Ultimate sign of disrespect. And now drops Dempsey down. Nick Nemeth, who did all that because he was told he was not getting a rematch for the NXT championship. And Nemeth wants to get another match for that title by force. Oh. Nemeth believing he is the best pure wrestler out of everyone in Universe Mode. Obviously, amateur wrestling background, Kent State University. Over 20 years of experience. Into the elbow drop. Right to Dempsey. Into the cover for the win. Almost got the early victory right there, and obviously Nemeth has got to be frustrated, especially because of the events that took place at Great American Bash. He had no idea he was going to face Bryan Danielson. He had no idea he was going to take part in an ambulance match. And Nemeth has grown to be so ruthless. This is the most ruthless I believe we have ever seen Nick Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler, whatever you want to call him. And Charlie Dempsey rolling out of the ring now. This could be Dempsey's chance to get back into this matchup. Oh, brutal suplex. Very unique there by Charlie Dempsey. And now the knee. And this is Dempsey's chance. You got to think William Regal's got to be watching from his hospital bed. Probably cheering his son on. His little bundle of joy. And now Dempsey screaming at Nemeth to get back to his feet. This is personal for Charlie Dempsey. This is the most personal match he has had so far in his Universe Mode career. And now going after the shoulder of Nick Nemeth. Very smart strategy. And look at this. Choking Nemeth. So much anger and rage has got to be boiling in Charlie Dempsey. And I don't really blame him. Into the splash. Dempsey could do it. Can Dempsey beat Nemeth? Oh my God. Oh my God. Into the submission. Nemeth could tap here. Oh. Brutal counter there by Nemeth. And here we go. Nemeth into the Famouser. A lot like what he did to Regal. And Nemeth is not waiting around. The zigzag to Charlie Dempsey. Is this enough for the win? He got it. Nick Nemeth beats Charlie Dempsey here on NXT. And now Nemeth celebrating that victory here tonight. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell? William Regal. Regal is back. Beating Nick Nemeth with the kendo stick. We thought Regal was still in the hospital. William Regal is back. And he just got his pound of flesh on Nick Nemeth. Well, it appears the NXT general manager is better, and he was out for payback against the wanted man, Nick Nemeth. As this story has just got more and more interesting. As Regal is back, but Nick Nemeth with the victory over Charlie Dempsey here on NXT. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been one hell of a chaotic episode of NXT. As here come the Ops.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring at a combined weight of 704 pounds. The Samoan Joe, Katsuyori Shibata, and
Obviously, at Great American Bash, Hook and Katsuyori Shibata retained the NXT Tag Team Championships against DIY, but tonight Samoa Joe issued a Trios Open Challenge to any trio who wants to get a fight with the Ops. So who is it going to be? I believe this is the first time we've seen the Ops in Trios action here on Universe Mode. But who are they going to face? Oh, wait a minute. Oh my goodness. The Undisputed Kingdom are back home in NXT.
weight of 606 pounds. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roddy Cole. The United
Adam Cole.
Kingdom.
Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong, the Undisputed Kingdom, are back home in NXT. Let's not forget, these three, along with Bobby Fish, are regarded as the best faction in NXT history. Obviously, Kyle O'Reilly failed to become the North American champion at Great American Bash against Dirty Dominic Mysterio. But now it looks like the Undisputed Kingdom are back in full force, looking to go after, potentially, the NXT Tag Team Championships. What a shock to the system. And what a match we are about to witness. The Ops versus the Undisputed Kingdom. Oh, Samoa Joe with a super kick to Adam Cole to start off the match. Kyle going after Hook. Roddy going after Shibata. Obviously, the first man who gains pinfall or submission will score the victory for their team. And obviously, like we said, if the Undisputed Kingdom win this match, you got to think surely they will go after the NXT Tag Team Championships. Oh, big shot by Kyle. Didn't get all of it, but it was enough to knock Shibata down. And the Undisputed Kingdom, obviously, it's been a while since they fought all three of them as a cohesive unit, but you got to think they want to dominate NXT once again like they did many moons ago. The last time we saw Adam Cole, it was in that 10-man gauntlet eliminator match for the NXT Championship, where Nick Nemeth became the first ever champion. Maybe Adam Cole could also go for that championship as well. And Shibata and Adam Cole battling on the outside. It's right now just Hook and Kyle inside the ring right now. And Hook into the cover on O'Reilly and a kick out. And it was Hook that really turned out to be the MVP in that tag team title match at Great American Bash. DIY, it looked like they had the match won. It looked like they were going to become the new NXT Tag Team Champions. And then it was Hook that really turned the match around and got the victory for the Ops. And Samoa Joe, this is his first match back in NXT here on Universe Mode. But Samoa Joe has led the Ops to so much success ever since NXT's revival in our Universe Mode. And now Shibata into the cover on Adam Cole in a kick out. Let's not forget, one time, many moons ago, Katsuyori Shibata was the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship over on SmackDown. You see there, Hook. Oh, shot right to the face of Kyle O'Reilly. And another one. And here's the cover again by O'Reilly in a kick out. Now here's Samoa Joe, the Samoan submission machine. So much experience in professional wrestling. Has held gold nearly everywhere he has went. One place, however, he hasn't been able to yet is right here on Universe Mode. And of course, this is almost the end of Season 3 here on Universe Mode. Ooh, big shot by O'Reilly. Dropping Roddy down as Samoa Joe. Now here's Adam Cole from behind. The Panama City Playboy, who's also not been able to hold gold in his Universe Mode career yet. And Samoa Joe into the clothesline. And now Shibata back in the ring as well, looking to even things out for the Ops. Samoa Joe into the elbow drop connects. And now Roddy Strong finds himself... Oh, wait a minute, Adam Cole rolls through on Samoa Joe, trying to steal the victory in a kick out. And a punch right to the face there by Cole. And you see there everybody else fighting on the outside, fighting amongst themselves. It is just Cole and Joe in the ring. Crossbody by Cole. Roddy and Hook battling it out. Shibata and Kyle are down. Big splash there by Adam. This could be the beginning of the end for the Ops here. The Undisputed Kingdom are running things in this match. And now Adam grabbing the sledgehammer and right to the gut of Hook. And throwing it right at Shibata. Meanwhile, Joe back to his feet. Noticing Roddy in the ring. Oh, sorry, that's Kyle. Hook into the suplex to Roddy. And now the Ops are in control. Hook into the cover for the win. And no. Oh, and now this is vintage Samoa Joe into the 3 German suplexes to Kyle O'Reilly. I believe Hook wanted the red rum. And now Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong and Samoa Joe, two of the best champions in Ring of Honor history. And now the NXT Tag Team Champions, Hook and Shibata, are looking to control the ring. But Roddy still fighting strong. Kyle O'Reilly into the guillotine. The guillotine is in on Joe, but Hook breaking it up. The Ops are running things now. And especially Hook, the cold-hearted, handsome devil, controls any match he's in. And now into the suplex to O'Reilly. And Kyle, wise move, rolling out of the ring, trying to get out of harm's way as much as possible. And Hook into the crossbody. Adam Cole was back in the ring for a short time. And now everybody battling on the outside of the ring. It is a chaotic trios tornado match here on NXT. Who is going to get the victory though? The Ops or the Undisputed Kingdom? As now it is Hook and Kyle O'Reilly in the ring right now. Shibata with a steel chair to Adam Cole and Roddy Strong. And look at this by Hook into the red rum. The red rum in on O'Reilly. This could be it. This could be it for the Ops. All but Kyle refusing to tap. And Samoa Joe. Brutal shots. Oh, but O'Reilly could have passed out. Joe taking advantage into the cover, and the Ops with the win. The Ops win here on NXT. Thanks to Hook using the red rum. And Samoa Joe realized Kyle O'Reilly was passed out. So he tried to go for the pin, and that was enough to get the win. But what an effort by the Undisputed Kingdom. But the Ops were just too damn powerful. And the Ops showcasing their dominance here on NXT. Adam Cole and Samoa Joe reigniting their rivalry here tonight on NXT. It appears clear to me that the Undisputed Kingdom want an opportunity at those NXT Tag Team Championships. However, after what happened in this match, it's quite debatable if they're going to receive that opportunity. Look at this. This was after Hook hit the red rum. Samoa Joe into the cover, and that was enough to get the victory. As the Ops celebrate that hard-fought trios win here on NXT, Joe, Shibata, and Hook standing tall over the Undisputed Kingdom, showing that they are now the most dominant trio in NXT. What a victory for the Ops here on NXT. Well, we are back here on NXT as it is now time for a triple threat match to determine Jordynne Grace's next challenger for the NXT Women's Championship. As here comes a former Raw Women's Champion, Bayley, is back. And Bayley returned to NXT last week to help Jordynne Grace against the Pure Fusion Collective in a trios match of her own. And of course, Bayley now wants that NXT Women's Championship back. You got to think Bayley, she hasn't had a whole lot of success recently here on NXT, but for Bayley, this could be her chance for a career resurgence if she manages to become the #1 contender and beat Jordynne Grace for that NXT Women's Championship. But all she needs to do is win this match. As here comes the Glamour, Mariah May. And Mariah May was a part of that fatal 5-way match to determine the first ever NXT Women's Champion at Heatwave. Mariah May is back looking to get a one-on-one opportunity against Jordynne Grace for that championship. Mariah May, an amazing women's competitor, hasn't held gold yet in her Universe Mode career. The former protege of Charlotte Flair. Mariah May, could you imagine if she becomes our next NXT Women's Champion, what she'd be able to do with that belt? But now here comes another woman who helped out Jordynne Grace against the Pure Fusion Collective. Kalani Jordan is here. And Kalani Jordan, we've seen her over on SmackDown a handful of times. She is super impressive every time she steps foot in between those ropes. Can you imagine if Kalani Jordan manages to beat Jordynne Grace? What an upset that would be if she manages to hold her first piece of championship gold in her Universe Mode career, the NXT Women's Championship. But Kalani Jordan is here looking for an opportunity. So who is it going to be? Bayley, Mariah May, or Kalani Jordan? You hear the welcome home chant centered towards Bayley. She could be the one that the fans are going for. Big shot by Kalani Jordan. Oh, and Mariah May, Sling Blade into the drop kick. Very fast-paced start to this triple threat match to determine the #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship. Ooh, oh my God. Oh my God, Mariah May, vicious slams there to Kalani Jordan. Now Bayley gonna go after Mariah May. Oh, wait just a minute. What the hell is Bayley going for here? Oh, baseball slide through the post. This is awesome chance. This match just began. 3 of the most underrated women's talents in Universe Mode history colliding here. Obviously, Bayley and Mariah May representing Monday Night Raw. Kalani Jordan representing Friday Night SmackDown. And let's not forget, SummerSlam is this weekend. The 3rd ever Universe Mode SummerSlam. I think it might be the last 2K25 video that we do here for Universe Mode. I'm not sure though. Don't quote me on that. Before we move on to Season 4, 2K26. And now Mariah May with a steel chair. Ooh, shot there by Kalani Jordan. And this is the athletic ability we have been talking about. Look at this. And Rey Mysterio could be jealous about that. Big Hurricane Rana there. Now Bayley into the DDT. Bayley, obviously, she's the only one in this match who has won main roster Women's Championship gold. But Mariah May and Kalani Jordan, they've been heavily referred to as the future of women's wrestling. And Mariah May, she's held championships outside of WWE. Obviously, infamously an AEW Women's Champion. Not in our Universe Mode, though. And now Bayley, vicious shots there to Mariah May. First woman who gains pinfall or submission will be the #1 contender. Kalani Jordan with the kendo stick. And Kalani trying to go for the cover. Is this enough? But Bayley was right there to break it up. And let's not forget, earlier on tonight, we crowned a new Women's North American Champion in JC Jane. beating Jordan Grace in a no-holds-barred match. And now Mariah, oh my God, slam there to Bayley. And Kalani back in the mix again. Ooh, a cross body in a sense there, trying to go for the cover again, and again Bayley right there. Now a tense face-off between these two ladies. They were teammates last week, but tonight they're opponents. Ah, Mariah with the steel chair. Mariah May taking advantage, no disqualifications. And now the knee to Bayley. Can the glamour be the future? Oh, Bayley countering whatever Jordan was going for. Now Bayley into the submission. Has it locked in. And now Kalani Jordan will try to take advantage. She broke up the submission. Now the Bayley to belly. Bayley to belly on Kalani Jordan. And Bayley could win this thing. And now it's Bayley and Jordan. Oh, Kalani wanted a drop kick. Failed to connect. What a match. Oh, look at this. All three ladies wanting a piece of one another. Obviously, every woman for herself. This is about getting an opportunity. Bayley now into the rose plant to Jordan. Into the cover, but obviously Mariah May right there to break up the cover. Oh, now she's got Mariah into a rose plant. Rose plant. Lights out Mariah May. And no. And you see Bayley. She thought she had it won. She hit a rose plant on both competitors. Now she's got the armbar. Can she get it this time? Kalani Jordan breaking it up. And both ladies now double teaming on Bayley. Jordan tried to grab the steel chair. Now Mariah May into a drop kick again. And Bayley trying to get a ferocious comeback here. Suplex there by Mariah May. Kalani Jordan back into the mix. Ooh, leg drop. All three of these ladies have been dying for a championship match. Standing Spanish fly there by Jordan. And now Mariah bringing Jordan into the corner. It's chop. Obviously shades of her former mentor, Charlotte Flair. But Mariah May wants to go her own path. My God. Steel chair shots into the corner. And this could be it. Mariah May. Will she get the opportunity? She does. Mariah May is the #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship. What a ferocious start to this triple threat match, though. Look at this by Bayley. The baseball slide through the post to Mariah May. All three of these women's competitors threw all caution to the wind. Look at this as well by Kalani Jordan. Shades of Rey Mysterio. Beautiful Hurricane Rana with assistance to the ropes. And Mariah May, obviously her ruthlessness coming into play. Hitting this vicious knee strike on Bayley. And Bayley was so close to receiving the opportunity. The Bayley to belly to Kalani Jordan. Also hitting a rose plant on not just Kalani Jordan, but also Mariah May. Look at that, a rose plant on the kendo stick as well. I didn't even notice that. And then, yeah, look at this. Rose plant to Mariah. And she was so close to getting that opportunity for the championship against Jordan Grace. But Mariah kicking out of pure instinct, keeping the match going. And then Mariah May cover on Jordan. And that was all she wrote. Kalani Jordan was done. Mariah May is the #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship. Could we potentially be looking at our next NXT Women's Champion? We are going to wait and see. But what a victory for Mariah May here on NXT. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's our NXT North American Champion, Dominic Mysterio, looking to address the fans about his title defense against Kyle O'Reilly at Great American Bash, and just airs grievances to the WWE Universe. At Great American Bash, I proved I am the greatest North American champion by beating Kyle O'Reilly. But then on Raw, my deadbeat dad wanted to team up with John Cena against the Judgment Day. My dad wants all the relevance he can get. Well, Dad, how about you stick your nose out of my business and... Oh, wait a minute. Rey Mysterio is here on NXT? Dom, did you forget 2 years ago when you left the Judgment Day and I was right there at ringside when you beat Finn Balor for that UK title? I have been waiting for too damn long. I think I need to beat the respect out of you. And how about I take your North American Championship? Oh! A dirty Dom. He didn't like the sound of that. And now Rey Mysterio hitting back. And look at this, both men thinking similar moves. And Dominic Mysterio and Rey Mysterio finally coming to blows. One-on-one here. Oh, and look at Dom. Looking to absolutely throw disrespect. Shades of Eddie Guerrero into the Three Amigos to Rey Mysterio. That was Rey Mysterio's best friend. And Dominic Mysterio is sick and tired of the disrespect by Rey Mysterio. But let's not forget, Rey Mysterio's right. He was right there in Dominic's corner 2 years ago at SummerSlam when Dominic beat Finn Balor for the European Championship. And now the relationship between Dominic and Rey has dissolved once again. And now we're finally getting these two beating the hell out of each other. Years of disdain, years of shit talk, and now we're finally getting a fight. Rey Mysterio mentioned maybe he should challenge Dominic for the North American Championship, and Dominic wanting no part of that. He wants to retire Rey Mysterio for good. Dominic beating the hell out of his own father, and now Rey fighting back. Rey said he was so hesitant to face Dom, but no more. He wants Dominic Mysterio. He wants to take the North American Championship. Who would have thought we would get the greatest luchador in WWE history here on NXT? Dominic now with the crossbody. And we've gotten security to separate this father-son duo as things have really boiled over here on NXT. Rey Mysterio and his son Dominic beating the hell out of each other in a brawl here on NXT. And Rey Mysterio has just challenged Dominic Mysterio for the NXT North American Championship. I don't know if that match will be official. We're going to have to wait and see. But either way, this rivalry between father and son has just reached its breaking point here on NXT. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event of the evening, as here comes the number one contender for the NXT Championship, the young OG, Javon Evans, getting set for tag team action here tonight on NXT. And Javon Evans has accomplished so much ever since NXT's revival. He beat Oba Femi at Great American Bash to become #1 contender.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from Greensboro, North Carolina, weighing in at 170 pounds, Javon Evans.
Javon Evans beat Oba Femi in an Extreme Rules match in order to become the #1 contender against Bandito for the NXT Championship. However, tonight, Javon Evans will team up with this man, the former NXT champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles. And AJ Styles, he's got a lot on his plate because at SummerSlam, he's going to go one-on-one with one of his greatest rivals in his career, the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle.
Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
AJ Styles unfortunately lost that NXT Championship at Great American Bash in a triple threat match with Andrade and the eventual winner, Bandito. And AJ Styles, obviously, he issued an open challenge for SummerSlam. It was answered by Kurt Angle, the WWE Hall of Famer. AJ Styles is about to become a WWE Hall of Famer in his own right. AJ Styles tonight will team up with the young OG Javon Evans to take on the NXT champion Bandito and the ruler Oba Femi. The question is, will AJ be 100% heading into SummerSlam when he takes on the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle? As here comes the new NXT champion, Bandito. And it was a very quick win for Bandito in order for him to become the NXT champion. And look at this.
Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 207 pounds, the NXT champion, the Luchador.
Bandito, one hell of a comeback story. He took a 2-year hiatus from Universe Mode. He came back better than ever. He beat AJ Styles not once but twice. And then at Great American Bash, he solidified those amazing feats by becoming the new NXT champion. He is set to defend that championship against Javon Evans at some point in the near future. But Bandito, this is his first appearance since winning that championship. Look at this. Bandito's first championship reign in his Universe Mode career. And I bet Bandito is going to do great things as NXT champion. But the question is, how is Bandito going to coexist with this man, the ruler, Oba Femi? Obviously, we know Oba Femi, he has a tag team partner already. The Nigerian Giant Omos is part of the team known as, well, the Nigerian Giants.
Nigeria, weighing in at 273 pounds,
You gotta think Oba Femi is frustrated in the back of his mind that he was not able to beat Javon Evans at Great American Bash. He is not the #1 contender for the NXT Championship. But Oba Femi, he agreed to take part in this tag team main event here tonight on NXT. He's going to team up with the reigning NXT champion to take on AJ Styles and Javon Evans. Maybe if Obafemi manages to impress in this match, maybe he could get more title opportunities. Just not right now. But look at this man. So intimidating. So dominant. But here we go. As it'll be Javon Evans starting things off against the NXT champion Bandito. And here we go. We're going to get a little bit of a preview. Oh! And Bandito immediately getting the shot in on his future challenger, Javon Evans. And that's the thing. That's why Bandito is so successful. He has such a unique moveset. He can come at you from all angles. If you're not ready, Bandito will eat you alive. Look at this. Oh, try to go for another moonsault. Javon Evans was able to see that coming. Oh, look at this. Tag to AJ Styles. And you got to think for Styles, he's going to want revenge. AJ was not pinned or submitted in that triple threat match. Technically, AJ's due for a rematch for the NXT Championship. The NXT General Manager, William Regal, actually asked AJ if he wanted that rematch tonight, but AJ said, let me deal with Kurt Angle first, and then I'll go after my NXT Championship one more time. Very honorable move by AJ Styles. Doesn't want his championship match immediately. Oh my God, look at this. Bandito into a Styles clash to AJ Styles once again. Bandito just mocking the Phenomenal One, using the Styles clash on AJ Styles. And you got to think that's just going to piss AJ off even more than the fact that he is no longer NXT champion. And now AJ into the armbar. Oh, Bandito's feet were underneath the bottom rope. Oh, and a beautiful Hurricane Rana there by the champ. And now what does Bandito have in mind? Let's not forget, a couple weeks ago on SmackDown, Bandito was very close to earning a World Heavyweight Championship match at SummerSlam before he was eliminated by the American Nightmare, the #1 contender, Cody Rhodes. And now here comes Obafemi. Obafemi's here. Oh! And AJ's busted open. This is the first time ever Obafemi and AJ Styles will square off. And AJ going to try his best to take out the ruler. Oh! Ever since NXT came to Universe Mode, AJ Styles said, I want to be a part of this. I want to show my worth against the future. Oh my God! Right in front of Javon Evans, Obafemi. Look at this man. Oh! AJ able to counter whatever Oba was going for. And are we going to see a double team between these two amazing competitors? Javon Evans and AJ Styles takes out Femi. Now we're getting a bit of a Great American Bash rematch. Javon Evans. Oh, went for the clothesline. We saw that with Ricochet earlier. Oba was too far away. Oh, and now the backbreaker. Obafemi, you got to think he's been waiting to get his hands on Javon Evans. That was probably the only reason why he agreed to team up with Bandito here tonight. DDT there by Javon, however. It was such an upset that Javon Evans beat Obafemi and is now the #1 contender. Covered by Javon, trying to get the victory. Bandito breaking it up for his team. Now Javon trying to lift up Obafemi. Not as easy as it looks. Oh, and the shoulder tackle by Oba. And now the elbow. As AJ Styles can do nothing but just watch. Now another tag to the NXT champion, Bandito. Done such amazing things since coming back to Universe Mode. We knew he was going to be... Ah, what a collision by Bandito. Is this enough? AJ Styles breaking it up. And Bandito tried to go right after his rival. Not able to work. And now Bandito, one of the best pure in-ring wrestlers on the planet. Here we go. Roll through into the suplex, the chaos theory. Cover. Shoulders down. Bandito and Oba with the win. Just like that on NXT. And that has just earned Bandito a whole lot of momentum heading into the NXT Championship match against Javon Evans. You gotta think that's gonna add a lot of doubt into the mind of the challenger, Javon Evans, now that Bandito managed to get the win that easily here tonight on NXT. Beating Javon Evans and AJ Styles in this this tag team match. This was all it took. Shades of Chad Gable from the corner rolls through into the chaos theory, and that was enough for the NXT champion to get the winning pin in this tag team match. Bandito and Oba Femi managed to get on the same page here tonight on NXT, as Bandito will defend the NXT Championship against Javon Evans at some point in the near future. What momentum Bandito has just added for himself. But ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude NXT here in our WWE 2K25 Universe mode. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to turn post notifications on so that way you never miss an upload. And until next time, this has been your boy, Willie Alexander of Will's